We have been talking some about perimeter, and so what we're going to do is measure something at our house, and we'll figure out what the perimeter is. So we're going to start, I'm going to use the deck out front. You can use anything, and if you don't have a tape measure, we're going to use our feet, but you just need to make sure when you tell me what the measurement is that you say so-and-so's feet, like Miss Jernigan's feet. This is Miss Jernigan's 10 of Miss Jernigan's feet around the deck. So let me show you what we're gonna do. All right, so here's the deck that we're gonna measure, the perimeter. And remember, perimeter is the area around the deck. So all the way around the deck, okay? So, and we're gonna start right here at this corner, and I'm gonna use my feet. So I'm gonna start at the edge, and I'm gonna put my feet end to end, heel to toe. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say that's a half. So that's 6.5. So I'll write that down on my paper. So if I draw this out on a piece of paper, I'll draw this 6.5 of Miss Jernigan's feet. And then I'm gonna step out here because we're gonna measure that part, but I don't wanna run into that plant. So I'm gonna get in line with the edge of this. And Ezra, you can start, measure your feet. So let's look at Ezra's. He's gonna do how many? That's 2 feet. 2 of his feet, not tape measure feet. Keep going. 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess
and a half. Put your other foot there. Yep,
9
a
and
half. So that's one reason why we have standard measurements, like standard units of measure, so that, because it was how many of your feet, Ezra? 9.5?
9.5.
And then it was 6.5 of my feet. So that's different. We couldn't tell each other how long to build something if we didn't have standard units of measure. That's why we use tape measure. So start here on the outside edge, and we're gonna do it again. 1, 2. Okay, so that's 11. And then we've got to back up so we can, across here is 11. So then we're gonna back up and get in line with this point, and we're gonna measure across here. I'm just doing it out away from the deck so I don't run into the plants. So again, and I'm in line. 16. I'm in line with the edge of the porch. So now I have 6.5, 10, and 16. And I'll keep doing that all the way around the porch and then add all these numbers together. And that's gonna give me perimeter. So it's easier for me if I draw it out on paper. So I'm gonna draw the deck. It's really hard to do this in video. So I'm gonna draw the deck. And so then I'm gonna put my measurements. So this was 6.5 of Miss Jernigan's feet, because I didn't use a tape measure. If you have a tape measure, you can use it. This was 11. Oops. This was 16. This was 20. And across this side was 22.5. Which you could also get if you just added the 16 and the 6.5. I hope that equals 22.5. Yep. All right. And then across here, you have 31. Come with this pencil. Okay. Then you can add all these together. So 6.5 plus 11 plus 16 plus 20 plus 22 and a half, plus 31, and add all that up, and that's gonna equal perimeter.